days, some I don't know after how many months. I want to say without any fear of contradiction that the fundamental right of the freedom of association is a basic human right to be enjoyed by both natural and juristic persons, meaning members of political parties, as well as the political parties themselves, enjoy the fundamental right of freedom of association unhindered. I also want to clarify that rights can be limited in certain circumstances when it is justifiable. And that is why the Political Parties Act, for example, says that parties that want to enter into coalitions must sign those coalitions before, or rather not less than 90 days before the election. That limitation is not supposed to inhibit the freedom of association. It is provided for under Article 24 of the Constitution, where certain rights can be limited so that to allow certain things to be managed. For example, freedom of movement can be limited, for example, in form of a curfew, but then there must be a law and a justification for that. So the reason, therefore, without talking a lot or for too long, the reason why the pre-election coalition arrangements are limited is to allow certainty in the election calendar, so that the IBC, up to a certain level, needs to know what political parties are involved, which ones are presenting candidates, so that they can print ballot papers after that. And that explains, therefore, why the Political Parties Act does not limit in any way post-election coalitions, and any arrangement of whatever nature, be it a coalition agreement, that purports to, without justification, limit the freedom of association post-election is illegal, unconstitutional, null, void, and I dare say any person who think they can use a contractual or coalition agreement to thwart an express fundamental right in the Constitution, I dare say that these are people who are still living in the old order. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I want to assure you, we have scrutinized the law, the Constitution, and all the enabling provisions. And therefore, the post-election arrangements we are entering in are legally sound, and we challenge anybody who has issues to take whatever due process they want to take. We are ready for you. We are ready for you anytime, anyhow, anywhere. Without much ado, I just want to take this opportunity once more to welcome you and now invite the following leaders to come to the podium for the signing ceremony of the accession into Kenya Kwanza Alliance of the United Democratic Movement Party. First, I invite the President-elect and the presidential candidate of UDA and Kenya Kwanza, William Ruto, to the podium. Second, I invite the leader of Amani National Congress and the Prime Cabinet Secretary Designate, Musalia Mudavadi, to the podium. I also invite my distinguished learned senior, the Senator for Bungoma, the leader of Ford Kenya, and the bearer of another title that I cannot preempt now, Moses Masika Wetangula, to come to the podium. I now invite finally the leader of UDM, the party leader, the Honorable Governor, Senator-elect Ali Roba, to come to the podium. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Makofi tafadhali. Asante sana. As counsel for the Kenya Kwanza Alliance Coalition, I now confirm to the nation that the United Democratic Movement Party is now officially a member of the Kenya Kwanza Alliance Coalition. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to recognize the Secretary Generals and chairpersons of various political parties. But before I come to that, let me first recognize other party leaders from the Alliance who are present with us today. We have the party leader of the Democratic Party, Speaker Justin J.B. Muturi. We are also lucky and fortunate to have the party leader of Maendeleo Chapchap, the Honorable Governor Alfred Mutua. We also have the party leader of the Grand Dream Development Party. I don't know whether he has arrived. Fabian Mule is just walked out, but he should be with us. Any other party leader? Not yet. Then we have chairpersons. I'll start with the chairperson of the United Democratic Alliance, the Honorable Johnson Muthama. We have the Secretary General, we have the chairperson of ANC. I saw Kevin Lunani, please, Makofi. We have the chairperson of, I don't think we have any other chairperson here, UDM, Senator Dr. Abdullahi Ali. We have the Secretary General of the United Democratic Alliance Party, Veronica Maina. Secretary General of ANC, Simon Gekuru. I saw him here. Secretary General of Ford Kenya, the Honorable Dr. Chris Wamalwa. Secretary General of UDM, I think he's also with us, David Ohito. Makofi tafadhali. Any other Secretary General with us today? Secretary General Maendeleo Chapchap, Wilfred Nyamu, Advocate. Very well. Having said that, I want to take this opportunity now to invite a few of us to make a few remarks, and then we will end the event with the address by the President-elect and the Kenya Kwanza Alliance presidential. Is no longer a candidate, is a president. Now, allow me now to invite the Honorable Alfred Mutua to say a few words as we proceed. Will not take long. We'll be out of this place in a few minutes. Thank you.
President-elect William Samoei Ruto, the voice and the choice of the people, other party leaders, UDM leadership that are here, and everybody who is watching us at this time. It is very important to remember that we are a democratic state. And in democracy, you get seats by going to the voters to vote for you. And the people of Kenya decided, and they have decided. Na Wakenya wanataka kusonga mbele. Wanataka kuunda serikali ya wananchi wasonge mbele. Wale wengine walifikiria kwamba they have deep state, they can go against the will of the people, the will of God. But mahali Mungu ameamua, you cannot stop it. People voted, but as our party leader says, and our president-elect says, and everybody says, as we know, God is the one who chooses leaders. Na kama Mungu amekukataa, amekukataa. Hata ufanye nini? Ukikataliwa, umekataliwa. In the same vein, wale waliandika katiba yetu, walisema ya kwamba tuna uhuru wa kuungana pamoja. Freedom of association. Mimi na chama changu cha Chapchap tulikuwa tumezimia huko kwa watapeli. tukaona mambo yameenda mrama, tukaona mbele sio sawa, tukatoka huko tukakuja Kenya Kwanza. They cannot force us to remain there. You cannot force somebody to be where they do not want to be. Hata wafanye nini, they cannot. Hata waimbe, waruke, wafanye nini. Tulitoka huko na tukaenda tukiendanga, tukaingia hapa Kenya Kwanza. So we want to tell people that as a democratic state, we must also learn that we give freedom of expression and freedom of association to our people. And so we welcome UDM to be here, and we're very happy. And we're looking forward to getting done with whatever moves that are coming up, if it's a court case and others. And by God's grace, kwa mapenzi ya Mwenyezi Mungu, tujenge serikali, tuondoe wananchi kutoka huu utumwa wa miaka mingi, wa kufinywa na kugandamizwa katika uchumi mbaya na kuambiwa you cannot associate with other people na woga. Karibuni sana UDM, Kenya Kwanza.
Thank you, Governor Mutua. I am now requested to invite, without any particular protocol, sisi ni watu ya bottom up wa Kenya Kwanza. The Honorable Ndindi Nyoro to say a few things before we continue with the other party leaders. Karibu. Makofi kwa Mheshimiwa Ndindi Nyoro. He's a member of parliament for Kiharu.
Thank you very much, Professor Kithure Kindiki, our President-elect, His Excellency William Ruto, na viongozi wetu wote. Good evening. Mimi nimefurahi sana kuwa katika hii hafla ya leo kama member wa Kenya Kwanza, kwa sababu nyumba yetu inaendelea na kuwa kubwa. As Professor put it, kuna vyama tulianza nazo hapo beleni, pre-election, na sasa naona even after election, we are attracting many more members, and especially based on our policies and our plan, the bottom-up plan ya kupeleka Kenya yetu mbele. Ile cha muhimu ni watu wote wajue ya kwamba Wakenya wako na uhuru wa kuungana, na kama wale wamedhulumiwa kwenye wamekuwa, wako na uhuru wa kuja katika nyumba ambayo inaheshimu Wakenya wote. Na ndio maana tunakaribisha UDM tukiongozwa na party leader Roba na viongozi wengine wote. I also want to take this opportunity to congratulate our President-elect, His Excellency William Ruto, na viongozi wote wa Kenya Kwanza. And I want to assure the Kenyan people, as a person who is close to our President, that our plan will start in earnest. Immediately we are given the instruments. Tuko tayari kutumikia wa Kenya, kwa sababu tunajua kuna majukumu mengi, kuna mashida mengi ambazo wa Kenya wanatarajia tuwatoe kutoka. Maneno ya kukosa kazi kwa vijana, walikalangu ambao ni wengi, maneno ya to promote entrepreneurship in our country, and all the other issues that we promised the Kenyan people. We have the plan, we have the right leadership, we have the right team, and I am more than certain that Kenya is headed in the right direction under the stewardship and the captainship of His Excellency William Samoei Ruto. Pongezi sana rais wetu, Wakenya wamefurahi. Na ya mwisho, nataka nipongeza Wakenya wote. Tumeona in the recent elections, tukifanya uchaguzi, kunakuwa na machafuko. The Kenyan people have decided clearly that elections will only come to bite us as we choose the leaders to take our country forward. There is no other time that our country is going to be based on ethnicity, and especially that spills over into machafuko tukifanya uchaguzi. Kwa Wakenya wote, across all political divides, across all regions, pongezi sana kwa kuweka amani. Tuendelee namna hiyo kwa sababu Kenya ni ya umuhimu beyond each and every of us as politicians. Thank you very much. May God bless Kenya.
Thank you. I now invite for very brief remarks the Governor of Marsabit County, Governor Mahmoud Ali Abshiro. Karibu.
President-elect, Honorable William Samoei Ruto, party leaders present here, all other leaders. I am happy to be here this afternoon. I want to say that as UDM party, we have, a lot to tell, but that is for another day. Your Excellency, we found ourselves in a very unfamiliar territory. You know where we began in political struggle over the years. But because of just small things, we happen to be where we were pre-election. But thank God that has ended very fast, and in the manner it ended. We are now finally back home as UDM. All of our supporters, wherever they are, our members, the leadership, the elected leaders, have in unison supported working relationship with your government. I want to assure you, we will be giving you all the support you require. And never had I doubted, even for a minute, that you will provide us the right leadership that this country requires. Congratulations. God bless Kenya. God bless UDM. Thank you very much.
I will now invite the women-elect for Mandera County, the Honorable Moore, just a minute, so that we have as much diversity as possible. Karibu, Mheshimiwa.
I didn't know I was going to be made to speak. Good afternoon, everyone. President-elect William Samoei Ruto, all leaders, all protocols observed. My name is Umul Khair Kasim, Women Rep-elect Mandera County. Today, we are honored to be part of Kenya Kwanza. And as was said before, we were in unfamiliar territory. We are back home. We will work with you, Your Excellency, in the bottom-up approach, in and outside the house. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki Kenya, and abariki leaders wetu na UDM. Asanteni.
I think you are doing well. We can have a few more people. Let me now invite the MP-elect for Kikuyu constituency, Kimani Ichung'wah, who is doing his third term in Parliament, to come and address us. 1 minute, 2 minutes.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the President-elect, and all leaders present. Let me also take this opportunity to welcome the leadership and the members of UDM to the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. This is the alliance of the willing. And when we purposed to form Kenya Kwanza Alliance as a coalition of the founding parties, we said it will be a coalition of the willing, where we will invite partners to come and work together for the benefit of the people of Kenya in broad daylight, like we are doing today, and like the unfamiliar territory, as Governor Mahmoud has said, where people are signing agreements that you are not privy to. The agreement that you have signed today, yourselves, your council have scrutinized the agreements and are in full agreement with whatever we have agreed in those agreements. We welcome you to this coalition, and we will work together. I also want to take this opportunity to confirm to you that you are joining the majority coalition in both houses of parliament, in the National Assembly and in the Senate. We also have a majority of county assemblies that we control, and also in the Council of Governors. And therefore, karibuni na tuendelee kufanya kazi pamoja kwa niaba ya wananchi wa Kenya. Thank you and God bless you.
I now invite the MP-elect for Mandera North, Major Bashir, to make a few remarks, 1 or 2 minutes.
Our President-elect, His Excellency William Samoei Ruto, party leaders, other leaders present, and we are extremely happy actually to be here as the UDM fraternity. And as has been said before, we are back home. Home in the sense that it's a party that recognizes other parties. So wherever we were in pre-election, now election is over. We are now in post-election. And to say the truth of the matter is that we were not wanted in that other coalition. We were actually forcing ourselves. But time has come that we shift base, which we did. I remember, Your Excellency, sometimes back me telling you that we will contest in the next election, but under our terms and under our own party. It has come to pass. But we said we will not go far from you also. And we are back home. So we are happy to join Kenya Kwanza as UDM fraternity. It is the biggest, biggest alliance and coalition so far. But remember, UDM now becomes the second largest coalition in the Kenya Kwanza as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I now invite the chairpersons of, in quick succession, Ford Kenya, ANC and UDA, and where the chairperson is not present, the Secretary General. Quickly, please, so that we can move towards conclusion. I can see the Secretary General of Ford Kenya, Dr. Chris Wamalwa, one at a time, but in quick succession. When he finishes, the UDA and ANC, and then we finish.
President-elect, Your Excellency William Samoei Ruto, and other party leaders who are today, I want to take this opportunity to invite UDM, welcome home. Where you were, we were there. There was a lot of disrespect. There was a lot of intimidation. There was a lot of blackmail. And where we are, I can assure you, there is that consultative and participatory leadership style. There's also respect in this coalition. We want to welcome you, welcome back home, as we strive to make a Kenya a better place. Thank you, and God bless you.
Rais wetu mchaguliwa wa 5 katika taifa letu la Kenya, viongozi wa vyama vingine vilivyoko hapa na viongozi wengine. Mimi nataka niseme kwamba kama mwenyekiti wa chama cha UDA, Mheshimiwa Rais mtarajiwa, Mungu amekutuma kufanya mambo mawili. Na naweza kudhibitisha hapa kwamba umeweza kuyafanya. Moja ni kuunganisha taifa hili. Ukiangalia mnyororo wa maneno na vyama tulivyo navyo sasa chini ya Kenya Kwanza, ni dhahiri kwamba umeunganisha Kenya na umeanza hatua za kumaliza ukabila katika taifa letu la Kenya. Na hii ni wazo la kila mtu anayependa Kenya anatarajia kuona haya yakifanyika. Jambo la pili, kwa mara ya kwanza katika taifa letu, kwa kusimama kwako, tumemaliza uchaguzi na kulikuwa kuna madhara yoyote katika taifa letu. umeonyesha kwa msimamo na hatua na kasi kwamba tunaweza kufanya uchaguzi na tukaweka amani. Na ndio Mungu amekutuma ukae hapo umekaa, ufanye hayo umefanya. Kwa hivyo tunaendelea kuungana kama taifa na kusimama na msimamo mmoja, na niseme kwamba UDM, nyinyi ni kitinda mimba sasa wa nyumba ya Kenya Kwanza. Mtakaa, mtaingia, na hapo ndio tunaunganisha wa Kenya. Tunawashukuru sana na vyama vile vingine vyote. Mungu awabariki, na Mheshimiwa Rais, tuko nyuma yako. Hii takataka ya maneno ikiisha, tunakuapisha na tunasonga mbele. Thank you.
Rais mteule na viongozi wengine wote wa kataba mbalimbali, kwanza mimi nitachukua fursa hii kumshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu. Manake hii ni nia ya Mwenyezi Mungu kuweza kutuweka pamoja na kutengeneza jopo ambalo litabadili hali ya kisiasa ndani ya Kenya. Manake tulikuwa tumeona siasa ya kiburi, siasa ya madharau, siasa ya kufinyilia mwananchi wa kawaida. Kwa hivyo, Your Excellency Mheshimiwa Ruto, sisi tunashukuru Mungu kukuweka mbele na kuweza kuokoa Kenya, na tunaamini uwezo unao, utaweza fungua wa Kenya katika nyororo za utumwa, nyororo za kufinyiliwa kiuchumi. We know you are equal to the task and will shape the economy of this country and bring a better life to Kenya. Wenzetu wa UDM, nasema asanteni sana kwa kuona mwanga na kuona mahali Mkenya anaweza saidika. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
I think we are making good progress. Allow me to, before I call the chairman of UDM, there is only one lady who has addressed this gathering. Allow me to call Veronica Maina to say a word. It's always good to give as many of us that are here, both genders, an opportunity. Veronica Maina is the Secretary General of UDA. Please address us, Karibu.
To our President-elect and all the party leaders and members who are present here this afternoon, God is good, and all the time. I want to confirm today that UDM becomes a substantive equal member of the Kenya Kwanza coalition after the signing of the coalition agreement that was signed today. Karibuni sana. This is home. Feel free. You can give your views. You can share the thoughts you have about how we can grow democracy in Kenya. You are one of us and you belong here. We are happy to have you home. Let me also confirm that with this signing of this coalition, Kenya Kwanza becomes the single most largest coalition in the Republic of Kenya, and UDA now has the largest number of members of parliament, with 139 members of parliament, 22 senators, and we are officially the largest coalition, officially the largest political party in the Republic of Kenya. I have heard my sister from another corner purporting that they are holding the largest number of MPs and senators in the House. I want to clarify for purposes of record that she comes from a party which does not have a single MCA. She has no single MP. She has no single governor from that party she comes from. And the party she got married to has about 80-something MPs. I leave it to the Kenyans to do the mathematics. I am not a mathematician, so I'll not engage in the 0.01% and what it amounts to. But for these simple ones, they are very simple arithmetics. We come in with 139 members of parliament, 22 senators, tukutane bungeni. Asanteni.
You know, she's the Secretary General of UDA, so sometimes transitioning to the coalition on short notice can have its own dynamics. The numbers will be clarified because we are talking about the coalition. The numbers will be clarified shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my pleasure to invite the chairperson of the UDM, Dr. Senator Abdullahi Ali. Or do you want to, maybe a little later? A little later. Don't worry, Veronica. Don't worry. We are, okay. Karibu, Dr. Ali. Makofi tafadhali.
Your Excellency William Samoei Ruto, President-elect, all leaders of parties present here, all protocols observed. I want to say we are thankful to come here. We have been received very well. The last 3 months we had nightmares wherever we were, and that is the truth. But when we came here, we were received with open arms and welcomed very well. So as my friends have said earlier, we are at home and we are happy to be here. We have no regrets of coming here. We are not afraid of anybody. We don't fear anybody. We will get hold of anybody who has anything against us. Tutakutana kiwanjani. Tuko tayari kufanya kazi vile sheria inasema na tuendelee na mambo. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki.
I now invite the party leader of the Democratic Party of Kenya, Speaker Justin J.B. Muturi. Makofi.
Your Excellency, the President-elect, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, and the party leaders present, let me in a special way say how happy I am to see many of my friends from the UDM party joining us today. Asanteni sana, Governor, Senator-elect Ali Roba, for this wise decision. Governor Abdullahi, pongezi. Major Bashir, asanteni sana, Dr. Ali. Let me say, like was said by Professor Kithure Kindiki, we know for a fact that there is nothing that can limit you from associating with those whom you want to. They even say when you want to limit, and I'm happy Honorable Duale is here, you only do so to the extent that it's be stated in law, or as would be expected in a democratic society. Kenya is a democratic society. Jameni, people go before God and people and human beings. They swear, till death do us part. But we still see in the courts, talak, divorces. So hii mamadongani watu wanaanza kusema ati iko kitu ilifunga mtu. Pahali tuliweka kwa box. I'm very happy that my brothers in UDM are fully aware that actually nothing limits them. And that ule ambaye atasikia amekerwa sana, kama vile tumeona wengine wakisema kule nje, hata wakiona rais mteule akinywa chai na viongozi ambao wamechaguliwa na wananchi, hata kama ni independent, wanaanza kulalamika. Hata pale bungeni, I just want to inform them, people wanaketi, wanakunywa chai pamoja, wanakula maamri pamoja. Sasa hii wanakera, you have to be prepared to live with it, because this is the coalition of the willing, Nobody has been forced to do anything, and the documents that we have signed, as you have seen, have been signed in broad daylight. Na hakuna mtu anaambiwa ati sign iko page hii ingine mtasoma mkifika sijui wapi. Hii ni coalition of the willing, and indeed this is where we think the country should go. This is the direction. And I want to confirm here that the election of Dr. William Ruto on 9th of August has opened this country for the very first time. The shackles zile ilikuwa nafunga watu, hatuwezi kuongea na huyu, huwezi kuongea na yule. This is what the election of Dr. Ruto has done to this country. The liberation is so big, it has reverberated to all corners of the country. Hakuna mtu ambaye ajui ati si wale wanaketi kwa hoteli wanaamua. The president-elect always asks people whether it is those people meeting in hotels who are going to make the decision, or it is they, the voters, who are going to make the decision. His election has confirmed to everybody that it is you, the voter. Kwa hivyo wa Kenya, tujiungeni, tusonge mbele as Kenya Kwanza and as the Republic of Kenya. Thank you very much.
Yes, indeed, it's the coalition of the willing and the free. And to confirm that freedom, you allow me again, while I respect all protocols, to invite my colleague we've been working together with in this journey to confirm, among other things, that what was signed here has been discussed over more than a week, for many days, exchanges, comments, input. So the final version has not been brought here like it happened in the other coalition, where the party leader of that coalition was walking with the agreement in his jacket pocket, unleashing it to the party leaders and showing them only the signature page. And that means up to today, they have not seen the contents of that coalition. This is the coalition of the willing and the free. The Honorable Abdikadir is the former member of Parliament for Mandera Central. It used to be Central, sir, but it was split, and I'm told now it's North. Karibu, Honorable Abdikadir Mohammed. Karibu.
Please confirm. I will. Your Excellency, congratulations, President-elect. I want to confirm that I'm equivalent to 2 elected members because my mind was split into 2. Congratulations to you and your party and to your supporters. We are most grateful that we have been invited to this coalition. Your Excellency, when the BBI process was underway, the PPG, the Pastoralist Parliamentary Group, invited me to advise them on a document, but they told me they had been given very clear instructions that that document was not to be amended. So I asked them a very simple question. How can somebody who wants to amend the Constitution instruct you not to amend their document? And they are telling you want to amend the Constitution, but the document they created, don't amend it. So when I was asked, we have a document that we just signed the last page on. The question I asked was, what agreement? You really cannot have a coalition or an agreement through fraud or coercion. It vitiates, it makes it irrelevant. Your Excellency, the people of Northern Kenya have had a very long journey in terms of political process. We have had a very difficult journey as people. I am very happy that UDM has been a major milestone in the political development of Northern Kenya. It brings the people of Northern Kenya, in terms of the political dispensation, to the table. That is why we were very proud of supporting UDM as a party. And they are free to associate with whomever they wish to associate with. That's really what made us very happy. The second is that we as a country must stop seeing elections as matters of life and death. We must see them as things that are normal course, done, dusted, and we move on. And we would really appeal to people in the country to see it in that form, see the president-elect, decide not to make this too long, and let us move to the next point as far as the country's livelihood is concerned. Finally, the people of Northern Kenya look to you with your promises and the hope you have created, and wish you well and promise to support you through that process. Asanteni sana. Let me indeed confirm that there were discussions, there were deliberations, there were even disagreements and counter proposals, and finally, consummation.
For those who are wondering what to make out of this, the lawyers in the House, and I can see very senior lawyers here, a contract that is obtained by fraudulent misrepresentation, coercion, undue influence, a contract which is tainted with illegality cannot be enforced. So if there is a contract or a coalition agreement signed through coercion, through threats, through concealment of material facts until you don't know what you're signing, they are in the same, those documents are in the same category with immoral contracts and illegal contracts. They are not enforceable. You cannot enforce an immoral contract. Having said so, allow me now to invite a man we have suffered together for supporting people who abandoned us later. The first majority leader of the National Assembly and my counterpart that time, the Honorable Eden Duale, who was thrown out of office, not for any reason, but because he refused to be threatened and to live in fear and captivity. The Honorable Eden Bare Duale. Karibu sana.
Your Excellency, President-elect, and other party leaders present and elected leaders, good afternoon. First, join me in congratulating Honorable Sane for, after long last, picking his certificate at Bomas, where you picked yours. He's a very rare member of parliament. Your Excellency, I'm happy because our good friend, Honorable Governor Senator Roba is here, and Mahmoud, and I want them to forgive us, and we also forgive them, because when we went to Mandera, at least Mandera was better, but when we went to Moyale, we had very unkind words for Governor Mahmoud. And because, you know, he worked with us, me and you, from ODM. He has worked with us, I think, the longest journey from 2007. So please, I'm sure the Bible and the Quran says, you forgive us. At least we have produced a president-elect. Today, we are not taking you to the opposition. Your Excellency, secondly, you know, I watched my good sister, Mother Karua, last night. And as a senior counsel, Honorable Wetangula will agree, I'm not a lawyer, but I am a lawmaker. She needs to read Article 38 and Article 36 of the Constitution. 38 gives you political rights. 36 gives you rights. No, 38 gives you political rights. 36 gives you rights of association. And I am happy that our competitors are trying to coerce, even this morning, members of parliament who have been elected by their people not to enjoy those rights, political rights and political association, as early as this morning. And because you believe, those of us who worked with you, you believe in politics of diversity and bringing the country together. That's why we have a wide range of leaders in Kenya Kwanza. And that today we are proud. You know, you suffered, Roba and the group suffered the threats and the intimidation and the blackmail later. But I want to tell you that we suffered the longest with our families, I think 4 years. And the only crime we committed, some of us, the only crime we committed is, why are you a friend to William Ruto? So, as Mahmoud said, you'll have a story to tell. Moses Wetangula will have a story to tell because and I want to thank Honorable Musalia, the earthquake man. In fact, this is the man who liberated many people. You know, the day we went to Bomas and he said, earthquake, is when I think people realized that where people were being put, it was not out of choice. And we want to tell Mother Karua, in fact, I need to share with her, that even before you threaten people, can you first disclose the contents of the Azimio agreement? Even political parties and leaders don't know what contains Azimio agreement. So please walk to State House, pick the agreement from the outgoing president and chairman of Azimio, make it public to the rights of all those parties, and I think there then you can ask members, individual members and parties not to leave. But Your Excellency, we are very happy that you're expanding the Kenya Kwanza family. It's a large family. It's a family that believes in freedom, and freedom has arrived. It's a family that believes in consultation. It's a family that believes in the free will. And now that freedom has arrived, I really want to ask other parties, please, including my former party, Jubilee. I met a number of them. So even Jubilee, a party which had 175 members, today has only less than 24. So even Jubilee members listening to us, because your party leader has shifted to another party, please come. So Jubilee members, please come. Even other parties led by Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, we want to accommodate everybody and build one nation, one country. And Your Excellency, finally, this election has confirmed, under your leadership, that the politics of ethnicity has no place in the Kenyan political infrastructure. So thank you very much. Welcome home, UDM. This was before your home. You went, I think you had injury. You are back to the field and take your place. If you are number 9, Roba, you take your number 9. And I'm sure the captain sitting here and the deputy captain and the rest will make sure that you get the right jersey and be part of our team. We want a very strong team. Thank you very much.
I now want to invite a colleague who is known for good English and good quips, because I remember when we served with him in the Senate, I was the majority leader, he was my counterpart as the leader of minority. One day he told the speaker, Mr. Speaker, sir, Kithure Kindiki is a good man, but he is working for a bad man. And I think he was right. With the benefit of hindsight, with the benefit of hindsight, I think he was right. And today we are in the same formation. I'm very proud to have been associated with my brother Moses Wetangula, the team, the Ford Kenya party leader, a senior lawyer in this country, and the other, whatever else position will be announced by appropriate levels. Put your hands together and welcome Moses Wetangula. Karibu.
Your Excellency, President-elect, colleagues, party leaders, governors present, what the good professor has not said is when I said he was a good man working for a bad man, he got so agitated Then I told him, stop behaving like you're being electrocuted on your chair. He became even more agitated and was nearly thrown out of the house for disorder. But it has come to pass, and now him and I are associated with and working with a good man. We start this afternoon to welcome our UDM brothers and sisters to a coalition of the free, a coalition with space, and a coalition where freedom of expression is sacrosanct. We formed this coalition because this country needed one. This country has gone through what my good old friend and classmate, Speaker Muturi, calls slave owner mentality. That people are actually owned by people, and their thinking is in a closet locked by people. You'll enjoy the freedom that one of my friends once said is like taking off gumboots at midday in the Sahara. And you feel how your feet will feel. We are here to welcome you and encourage you and say, you are not invitees. You are brothers and sisters, and we are now a family. And our president-elect has indicated very clearly that his election is a turning point in the history of the politics of Kenya. His election has actually shattered a devastating blow to politics of ethnicity and sectarian politics. Politics where people think that what they say becomes the law, and what they don't like becomes unlawful. Today, Kenyans are having a sigh of relief. You walk out there and you see everybody is exhibiting very rare happiness, even in their economic difficulties. And there comes, Your Excellency, the Shakespearean saying that uneasy is the head that wears the crown. The crown is now on your head, and you have to carry and solve the problems of Kenyans. We're going to work together as a team. This is the first time in the history of Kenya that a person seeking to be the president of Kenya went to every corner of the country and asked people, if you elect me, what do you want me to do for you? If you elect us, what is your expectation? Because there has always been this arrogant disposition of us in leadership thinking we know what Kenyans want, and we impose on them our values. Now we are going into government knowing that a Mama Mboga in Kiambu and a Mama Mboga in Kitale have as much legitimate expectations and the right to tell us what they want as a bank manager in Nairobi. 2 days ago, Your Excellency, a CEO of a big corporation called me, and he called me on ordinary line. He has, for the last 2 years, never called me other than on WhatsApp. And I asked him, what's the problem? Today you're calling me on a different medium. He said, but the president-elect announced that sniffing on our phones is over. And now we are free to make calls without looking over our shoulder. If a person at that high is feeling that way, you can imagine the person who has been traumatized and tormented by the police feels. They now feel liberation is here. So, Your Excellency, as we move on to end, we want to encourage ourselves that we should not rest on the laurels of our victory. That we must, in fact, pay more attention to everything that we were told, and this big house called Kenya Kwanza will continue growing. And we want to tell our worthy competitors that you have absolutely no capacity in law, in fact, or under the Constitution to fetter anybody from associating with another. Kenyans fought for this Constitution and engraved in the Bill of Rights and the right to associate with whoever they are. People will make choices. If they are wrong choices, they are their choices. They are not yours. So don't lecture anybody about mundane provisions of the law that are inimical to inconsistency with the Constitution. We, as Kenya Kwanza, will uphold the Constitution, and we welcome everybody, even those who have been told that they can't leave. Just open the Constitution and ask them to show you where it says you can't associate with so-and-so. And we'll continue growing, but more importantly, we are happy that UDM, Governor Roba, my friend and my neighbor, thank you for thinking wisely, because you have not made a bad decision. This is a decision that will make a big difference. In this format, in this setup, you'll not look over your shoulder to greet somebody. You'll not look over your shoulder to whisper to somebody. And you'll not look over your shoulder to make a phone call. You live freely like we expect everybody to do. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. I take this opportunity to say congratulations for leading this pack to victory. Those who are shouting, don't be distracted, because the victory you have gotten with us is a victory deserved. You campaigned, you spoke, Kenyans listened to you, Kenyans appreciated what you said, and they were able to make a difference and choose between boys and men, girls and women. And here we are. Thank you.
Thank you. As we approach the end, the small matter of the mathematics that was started by the SG of UDA will be completed by none other than one of our key leaders of our coalition, one of the founding leaders who put this coalition together, and under our coalition agreement, which is a public document, he is the prime cabinet secretary designate in that coalition, the leader of ANC, and when he addresses us, I'll request him to invite for us our president-elect, and after that, that will be the end of the ceremony. Oh, sorry. When he finishes, he will invite the party leader of UDM, and after that, he will invite the president-elect, and that will be the end of the ceremony. Put your hands together and welcome the Honorable Musalia Mudavadi. Karibu sana Mheshimiwa. The man who brought the earthquake. But the rallies are over, boss, eh?
All right. Your Excellency, the President-elect, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, my political colleagues who are here today, good men and women of Kenya Kwanza, and those listening to us. First, we shall not tire in extending our congratulations to you, Mr. President-elect, for leading us to victory. Thank you so much, and kudos to you. Equally, let me take this opportunity to welcome our brothers, UDM, your entire team, and I want to assure you that we are so happy to associate with you. a good and courageous decision made yesterday, or made today, or made tomorrow shall remain and be recognized. So we want to acknowledge that you have made a very courageous decision to come and stand with us and join hands and strengthen us in Kenya Kwanza. Asante sana. Let me just quickly pick up from where our good lady left. She was not wrong, she was right. So I will only top up on what she had actually expressed. Because for the avoidance of doubt, and please, the good men and women of the Fourth Estate, follow me very carefully on this one, because it is important that the record is put or set straight for the Kenyan people. The Kenya Kwanza Alliance, as it stands now, is that UDA has 139 legislators, members of parliament, in the National Assembly. So the figures I'm giving first are for the National Assembly. ANC has 7. Ford Kenya has 6, has 1. NAP Kenya has 1. DP has 1. And GDDP has 1. That is a total of 170 legislators in the National Assembly. In addition to that, let it go on record again that we have 12 independent members of parliament, and 10 of them have already met the president-elect and his team and confirmed unequivocally that they shall be working with Kenya Kwanza. So that brings us to 180 members of the National Assembly working and teaming up as the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. Please also note that there are 4 pending by-elections, and you can do your own survey, independent, and you'll realize that it will not be long before the MPs elect in that area beef up the Kenya Kwanza numbers. Then there shall be the nominated members of parliament, 12 in total. And you will see when you do the mathematics that a very good number of those members of parliament shall also become 1. DP has 1, and UDM has 2. That brings a total of 26 members in the Senate who are Kenya Kwanza. Now, it is not my business to do the mathematics for the other fellows. I will leave that to you. Yes, I am told that. Your Excellency, Mr. President-elect, maybe my small remarks are just, it's very interesting that we are seeing people still living in a serious state of denial. A serious state of denial. I don't know whether they have been hypnotized, because some are still in a trance, and somebody needs to snap their fingers to get them out of that hypnosis. Because they keep on talking of issues that are literally not there. Secondly, I want to plead with members of the Fourth Estate. The reality now, and these words are missing in your write-ups, The Kenya Gazette has come out, and it has specifically stated that the president-elect is William Ruto. Very few media houses are acknowledging that there's a Gazette notice, and they're still hesitating to use the word president-elect William Ruto. Equally, we are seeing a lot of hesitation in acknowledging the reality. Why don't we say the outgoing President Uhuru Kenyatta? Because he's outgoing. The only one he's not vacating is the chairman of Azimio. That is what he has said. But the truth is there's a president-elect. And the truth is there's an outgoing president. So who is making it difficult for these words? How come the ink is disappearing when this terminology is supposed to be used? I think we owe it to Kenyans to start also bringing them up to speed that the situation has changed and they should start internalizing the change. And it would be so kind to the media if they can help us in start also getting Kenyans out of this hypnosis. Let them understand that we are moving forward. For those who are going or who say they want to go to court, that is their constitutional right. But let us also remember that sometimes we should also be realistic, because sometimes you may end up groping in the dark. And as somebody told me, or somebody said, sometimes you are groping in the dark looking for a black cat. Groping in the dark looking for a black cat. I don't know whether you will find it. So, as Kenyans, let us snap out of the hypnosis. Let us move forward. The president-elect is Dr. William Samoei Ruto. And the outgoing president is His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta. That is the reality. So before I invite the president-elect, let me call upon the leader of the UDM party, Ndugu Roba. Come forward, make your remarks, and then I'll do my final rites on the next stage. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the President-elect of the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, my colleagues, the party leaders, and senior leaders who are here, I want to first take this opportunity to say, Alhamdulillah, we thank the Almighty Allah for giving us this opportunity to come back together. I was with Alfred Mutua, my colleague, and Honorable Kingi, about less than 2 months or 2.5 months to election, wondering what happened to us. And they made a very bold move, and I remained behind. I want to extend my sincere gratitude on behalf of UDM to the team of Kenya Kwanza, who have braved through the challenges and delivered President-elect. And Mheshimiwa Duale, we have forgiven you as we've requested your team to forgive us too. You know, Your Excellency, I was never trusted on the other side. I was always told this guy is a mole representing Ruto in this arrangement. The windows were closed, the doors closed, engagements
never worked. But as a pastoralist, we just stood firm and said, let's steer this course. But today I want to stand here to tell you, in a traditional African setting, when the warriors of the village go out to hunt, they go out to hunt in different directions. But whatever hunt they find, they bring it back home to the village to be shared by all. Our hunt went in different directions to hunt. The Kenya Kwanza team have brought a very big find, of the hunt back home. Na sisi UDM tumerudi with a very serious hunt that is extremely significant. That is the beginning of nailing the coffin of Azimio on that other side. We bring here 7 members of parliament, 7 members of National Assembly, 2 senators, 2 governors, and 35 members of county assembly, where we know and feel we are at home. For the sake of members of the 4th estate, from when our colleagues from Kenya Kwanza reached out to us, is about a week. And in that week, the UDM team was able to do more than 7 meetings, disagreed about 3 or 4, agreed with 2, and engagement back and forth. And I want to stand here to say that is the kind of engagement we look forward to. The disagreement in-house, we don't have to agree, and that's all what we were looking for within Azimio. We disagree, but we agree, but we engage, and we are here. Today we signed a document here where I'm not a lawyer, but I'm an informed consumer of legal information, where every page of that document is initialed by each critical stakeholder that is party to that agreement, where the engagement to produce the document involve back and forth engagement, clause by clause, and to the level where we say it's agreeable to all, where the signature and the signing of that document is done in public, and the content of the document, the stakeholders of UDM, as well as the original partners of Kenya Kwanza, are all aware and clear the information contained. That is the kind of engagement we are looking forward to. When we met the president-elect, home unconditionally. And the key word is unconditionally. As we were engaging, because the many years of relationship with the deputy president as a deputy president involved sometimes him telling me, Roba, ebu achana na hii utoke. That is the kind of relationship we've had without anybody feeling aggrieved. We are back home. And we're very happy. And in as far as those that have delusions, on the other side, discussing the issues of some alleged agreement in existence, I want to stand here to categorically, emphatically state that there is no legal agreement between UDM and any other party for that matter. And where there was purported discussion of an agreement, we've written to the registrar of political parties to request one to be availed, and that never happened. The registrar of political parties was kind enough to write back to us and inform us she has written to Azimio to furnish UDM a copy of the agreement, which to date has not happened. And as far as the law of the country is concerned, you cannot coerce anybody into loyalty. You can only build friendship, grow the friendship so that it will turn into trust. the trust turns into loyalty. And that loyalty you earn over time. And that is what is lacking. And my free advice to Azimio is that if you are not able to earn that trust, don't embarrass yourself by discussing purported existence of document that is not with us. The only legal agreement that is available on record is the one we've signed today that is legally enforceable. The rest is not there. We have consciously moved. The content of the legal agreement was presented by our senior counsel and the team of lawyers to all the stakeholders of UDM, back and forth, in presentation, clause by clause, discussed. Even where small statement of will and shall is concerned, corrected to the comfort of everybody. And today we've signed something we know. And Your Excellency, if nothing came to us, you should rest assured the decision to join you was long done before the voting happened. And for, clarity, numbers have been shared. And I just want to, we've not done 1.01. 0.01, she said the number was 100.01, and then it turned into 0.001, and then mathematically some strange numbers came up. But using the same words that Madam Cherera used, the opaqueness with which Azimio has operated is what will lead to everybody leaving Azimio. And just for clarity, the numbers are shared by His Excellency Musalia Mudavadi, is a total of 180 members of National Assembly in comparison to Azimio's 153. A total of 26 senators in comparison to Azimio's 20. And there is one Omutata who is renowned in this country for being somebody very neutral. So as such, no one can claim Omtata. And the numbers speak for itself. I am extremely honored to be, accepted back. And we have made conscious decision. By the way, Your Excellency, for you to know, the people of that region are extremely happy. Mheshimiwa Duale can tell you. Now wanasema watu wetu wamerudi mahali wanafaa kuwa. With those few many remarks, I want to say thank you very much and thank you for being very open and honest, and thank you for earning the trust of the team you have. And we are happy to rejoin that team with the same level of trust that the other team members have. We will walk this journey with you. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mheshimiwa Roba. Now, before I invite the President-elect to address us and the nation from here, I have the singular honor and privilege on behalf of Kenya Kwanza to announce that we have unanimously agreed that the Speaker nominee for the National Assembly for the Kenya Kwanza Coalition shall be one Moses Masika Wetangula. Alias Papa wa Roma. Thank you and congratulations on behalf of Kenya Kwanza. I'm sure you're sitting next to your predecessor and classmate. So if there's any missing gap, and oh my God, stop there. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, let me now call on the stage His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President-elect of the Republic of Kenya. Karibu, ndugu William Samoei Ruto.
Asanteni sana. Please, let's take our seats. Thank you very much. My good brothers, leaders of political parties, Governor Senator Roba, now, the party leader of UDM, and the membership and leadership of UDM, fellow members of Kenya Kwanza, good afternoon. Or is it good evening? Let me take this opportunity, my good brothers and sisters, I see there are many, from United Democratic Alliance, United Democratic Movement, to Kenya Kwanza. Karibuni sana. Karibuni sana. As has been said here, this is the alliance and the coalition of the willing and the free. As my good brother Roba has said, when it was time to come together, there were no ifs and there were no buts. We just said, actually when Roba and my other good brothers came and we had the first meeting, they told me that we have come here whether you like it or not. So there was no option of us not working together because we have a long history together. We have walked the political journey with many members of this UDM. And to be brutally honest, I am actually the founder of UDM. So thank you for bringing my party home. So the UDM, we formed this UDM party with Kipruto Kirwa and Sambu and Jirongo way back in 1998. That's how far it goes. When we were harassed out of Kanu, that is what we did. But the rest is history. The news is that this afternoon, UDM becomes a member of Kenya Kwanza. Na karibuni sana. Let me also say I am truly grateful that as Kenyans, we are progressively appreciating that we can compete, we can hold different views, we can belong to different parties, but we can find a formula to work together for the greater good of the nation. And I think this is the journey we are engaged in at the moment. As has been said by Professor Kindiki, Kenya Kwanza has grown over time. Many members have joined. Many political parties have joined. Today, UDM has joined the Kenya Kwanza fraternity. And like all the other members that have joined before you, you will become an equal member of this alliance like all the others. You will participate with us in parliament, in governance, in the executive, and in every other aspect as we seek to consolidate our country, our development, and our progress. I want to assure you, members of UDM, that Kenya Kwanza is large enough to accommodate all of us. Our plan and our agenda is broad enough to accommodate all the ideas that will come from all the constituent parties and all the other leaders that form Kenya Kwanza. Karibuni sana on behalf of the other leaders of Kenya Kwanza. You're most welcome into this coalition. And as I told you, this is the coalition of the willing and the free. We have had occasion, many members who came to join us from the other side say they were never given an opportunity to read the contents of the agreement. They were never given an opportunity to interrogate whatever agreement they were being told to sign. And that is why, to date, there is only one agreement that is public, and that is the Kenya Kwanza agreement. The other agreement for our competitors, nobody knows what it says, how it looks, and it is an insult to the people of Kenya to ask anybody in the 21st century to abide by an agreement they have never read, they have never seen, and they have never participated in formulating. I don't even know how our competitors manage to keep people in Azimio. They you know? And let me say, for the record, that because we believe in a free, in a society that people make choices without looking back, I want to confirm that what happened the last 4 years, where politics was criminalized, relationships were criminalized, association was criminalized, I want to promise Kenya that that is a chapter that is closed. Going into the future, this country shall continue to be the democratic nation that many Kenyans fought for. Association, relationships, friendships will be free, and nobody, no government institution will be used by anybody to criminalize friendships or associations or political affiliations. We want to have a country where people are free, ideas are free, relationships are free, association is earned, it's not coerced. I know the last 4 years, and many of the people who were forced into joining our competitors were threatened and blackmailed and intimidated using the criminal justice system. I promise the people of Kenya that the criminal justice system will exit from politics. The criminal justice system will deal with criminals. They will not deal with politicians. We will never use to leverage political friendship or political support or political traction. We will ensure that the criminal justice system, the DCI, the EACC, the KRA, and all other institutions execute their mandate devoid of politics. I say so because I know many people who have suffered because of their political affiliations. So I want to tell even our competitors that they will have no fear. I know maybe because our competitors have used the criminal justice system to harass other people, maybe they think we will do the same. I want to promise the country we will not do it, because it is primitive and it is backward. We want to live in a society that is free. We want political support to be earned. We want friendship to be built. And we want a society that Kenyans are free. I promise the people of Kenya this country is going to be free. That's why I'm saying our national security intelligence will focus on criminals and focus on terrorists and focus on those who want to harm our country, not on politicians and who they want to speak to and which association they want to belong to or which political party they want to belong to or who they want to associate with. We as politicians will do our thing. We will talk to each other. We will canvass each other. We will persuade whoever we can. And we will ensure that Kenya is free. I want to tell those who don't agree with us, you have nothing to fear whatsoever. You have nothing to fear. You can disagree with us and go home and be free and walk around the way you want. As I said the other day, we will all go back to our normal phones. Nobody will tap your phones to criminalize your relationship or your friendship or your political association. Let me also say, as we go into the future, that we have a daunting responsibility. Many people are wondering why we are consolidating our place in the National Assembly and our place in the Senate. We have a huge responsibility ahead of us. We need a lot of policy decisions to be made. We need some legislative interventions to be made. And we need to begin to build the team that will help us deliver on the mandate that we have been given by the people of Kenya. We have made commitments to the people of Kenya. I hear many Kenyans beginning to ask, so when is the Hustlers Fund going to roll out, because we want to go back to business? It is for that reason that we are consolidating the team that will help us prosecute our legislative agenda in Parliament, our policy agenda in Parliament, so that we can get on with doing that which we must do for the people of Kenya. I say so because I know, for example, we didn't manage to pass the correct law for us to operationalize the housing fund. And that is why our housing program under the Big Four did not take off. It is my intention, it is our commitment as Kenya Kwanza that we will get through Parliament the necessary legislation to operationalize the housing fund so that we can begin the journey to social housing, to low-cost housing, and to making sure that the housing program that forms a big part of our job creation intervention is rolled out in the shortest time possible. I can give you another example. We just managed to pass the Universal, the NHIF Act about 7 months ago. That is something we should have passed in 2018. Yeah? So we have a serious legislative agenda. And that is why the coming on board of UDM gives us that much more leverage to be able to drive our legislative agenda in the National Assembly and the Senate, so that we can live up to the expectations and the commitments we have made to the people of Kenya. We have no intention whatsoever to limit the capacity of our competitors to provide oversight over our administration. We are looking forward to a robust engagement. We are looking forward to our competitors providing oversight so that the people of Kenya can get value for the resources we have. They can get value for the vote, for their votes, by making sure that we have a government that delivers. So I want our competitors to know that they are free to associate in the manner in which they want, and let them also appreciate that we too are free to associate with whoever wants to associate with us. So let me finally say the following, that as we are in the space where we are, I have already asked public service that over the last several months have been coerced to participate in politics. I have said it is our commitment as Kenya Kwanza to run a professional public service. We want all public servants to professionally stick to their oath of office and to serve all Kenyans equally, irrespective of their political affiliation. I want to repeat, for the avoidance of doubt, all public servants, from the assistant chief to permanent secretaries and all other public servants, that it is not their place to support this political party or that political party. They enjoy the right, like all other Kenyans, to serve all Kenyans equally, irrespective of their political affiliation. As Kenya Kwanza, we do not expect chiefs to run our Kenya Kwanza political programs. No. We want chiefs to serve all Kenyans, to provide service to all Kenyans equally. And therefore, I am telling every public servant, wherever they are, their jobs are protected by the Constitution. They have a code of conduct. Please let them read a code of conduct and stick to it. Political parties should look for errand people to run their political errands. And finally, let me also thank all Kenyans for the manner in which we have conducted ourselves, both before the election, after the election, after the announcement of the results, and even in the period where we are as we wait for the next steps before the swearing in of the new government. I want to very sincerely say that the way we had an issue-based election has brought us to where we are. All Kenyans who went to the ballot and voted, and all Kenyans who have maintained peace are the heroes of our nation. All Kenyans. And I want to salute every Kenyan, wherever they are, and commit to them that this is the new Kenya. And in fact, for those of us who are leaders, the people of Kenya are speaking to us loudly, that they want us to have elections, and they want to get back to work the next day, as they did in this election. So I think we have managed We should congratulate ourselves as Kenyans that we have managed not only to carry out an issue-based election, but we have also managed to have a peaceful election and a peaceful transition into the next dispensation. I think this is a step in the right direction. Let me also congratulate the Electoral Commission. I think if there is one hero of this election, it is one Wafula Chebukati. The posting of the election results on a public portal was a game changer. It made all the difference. He opened the servers from day one. So there was no room for anybody to say there was a server that was not opened, there was an algorithm, I don't know, in some place. There is no need whatsoever for any form of complicated arithmetic in this election. There is no algorithm, there is no square root, there is no Pythagoras. I think in this election it's a simple calculator, plus or minus, finished. So, and the simplifying of this election in the manner in which it was done by the Electoral Commission is really a moment of pride for all of us as the people of Kenya. And we want to look forward to even improving on the elections as we go into the future. I want to persuade also our competitors. We know there was a lot of stories before the election. There's been a lot of stories. I think it's time to deal with reality. The reality of numbers, the reality of the situation. So I still see our competitors trying to say they have the numbers in Parliament. I really don't know how they count these numbers. You know? Maybe it's the same formula they are using is the one that 0.01% is 142,000. Please, I think let's deal with reality. And we want to work with everybody. I want to commit to all the people of Kenya that no Kenyan, irrespective of how they voted, will be disenfranchised in any way. The government that we are going to form is the government of Kenya, and is going to serve those who voted for us and those who did not vote for us, because this will be the government of Kenya. Kenyans have no reason whatsoever to regret how they voted. Every Kenyan has a right to vote the way they want. And every Kenyan has a right to be served by their government at the national or at the county level, irrespective of who or how they voted. We will shortly be coming together as leaders, those who have the mandate elected by the people of Kenya, so that we can work together to serve the people of Kenya. This morning, I had a meeting with the president of the World Food Program, who was supporting us with close to 1.5 million people in Kenya. We're all aware of the situation where we are with food prices, and we have agreed on an early meeting in the course of next week to begin the journey to see how we can support our farmers to be able to produce so that we can no longer suffer the hunger that millions of our citizens are suffering. So we have begun the process of consolidating information so that it can inform our next move as we conclude the election process in all of us, and assure the country that we have a capable team to be able to take charge of the situation in the country and to take Kenya where we all want Kenya to be. So again, to my UDM brothers and sisters, karibuni sana. This is your home, as you have said, you are back home. Karibuni sana, you know where every space is, you know where the kitchen is, you know where every place is, and therefore you don't need any orientation around here. We are one team, and we want to move together and move the country forward. Asanteni sana, and may God bless you.
I think we will have some photo op very quickly in 2 minutes. I request the party leader of UDM to step forward and exchange documents with the president-elect. Next. After that, the party leaders. Alafu muungane na party leaders wa Kenya Kwanza. Ah, okay.
It is not opaque.
Yes. Thank you very much. Party leaders from the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. Party leaders. Fabian Mule is the leader of Grand Dream Development Party, GDDP. Now chairs to join them and the Secretary Generals. MP-elect for Kangundo, Fabian, yes. Chairpersons and Secretary Generals. No, it's okay. Maybe some, you need to carve in a bit. Okay, fine. Join, no problem. These are leaders. So, yeah. No, thank you. I think let's leave it there. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much, members of the press. Asanteni sana. Mungu wabariki. The function is now officially over. Asanteni.